The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Here we go, set.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Holster. Ready.
To throw, Young. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Down the left sideline. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 24. 39 yards there. A big one.
A 39-yard gain on the play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Young. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they run with a former Panther. It's D'Onta Foreman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Go.
Back to Foreman on 1st. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. For the Bears, it's 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming up the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys that boards, dependable stuff, you go to them early and often.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They run it on first with Foreman. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. On the option left is Fields. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Go.
Now Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Here we go, son.
They'll run here with Foreman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Don't jump.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Santos for the Bears field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. So a long run gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the half. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 57 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Trouble, 38. Right.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
52. Claws ready. Mega. Ready?
Here is Young. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 62 yards. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bears 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Herbert now on the option. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
11. No muss.
Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That throw by Young incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Bears 3.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the 1st half.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Santos with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Blaster, sit. Steal, check, steal. Ready?
1st and 10, Young. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Ready?
So from the
Ready.
39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Steal, black. Hey, go steal. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer.
It's caught at the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Go.
Read option. Here's Herbert. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jones on the return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good for us Chicago Bears.
Fields now to throw. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6.
Go.
Back to throw. Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Fields on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain. Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 23-yard run. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Running right, here's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Young. And that will be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, the return is Jones. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Now Fields. He's got Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw, Fields. And that went on the money to Claypool downfield. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Young to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something